Greetings, one and all. We're doing our final channel check of the Tesla Tyson's Corner facility. And as usual, we'll start on the side, on the front of the dealership where we have our test vehicles, and then we'll make our way around to the service area, etc. What we're looking for is to compare notes to see if we just had a lot of vehicles that were delivered last week and we were full, and the question is, did we sell off everything? Where, kind of where are we at when it comes to our facility? Now, my first glance is there's a whole bunch of outdoor storage going on here, and this kind of tells me that we're in that heavy inventory zone still, but we'll confirm it on site. So, welcome to the final channel check of 2023. This is our repair area for our vehicles. As you can see, I really don't see any of the newer vehicles in this zone. Next, we get a chance to roll down and take a look at our newer vehicle center. Now, this is interesting. You see the sign that's on the wall here. It says Tesla. What's happened is that the facility, from what it started from, has kind of doubled in size, including a new facility being opened maybe 20 miles away. So that kind of doubled. Now, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Obviously, these are new vehicles that are being prepared for delivery that we can see. We're now in the back of the dealership, if you will, taking a look at employee cars as well as cars in various stages, and mostly preparation to be sold. So, as you can see, we're mixing in employee vehicles along with our others. Now, whoa, check that out. So this is one of the storage facilities you just saw. Probably dropped the window even though it's really cold out. That was one of the storage facilities. Huh. It's okay. I was looking for the CrossFit, which I'm passing right now, which is part of this facility, and I thought Tesla might have bought them out, but obviously they have not. You can see here, man, a lot of stuff has been sold. If I were to give a glance of what I'm seeing, that storage facility was packed to the gills with mostly Model Ys, and most of them being black. I would say that, okay, let me get by here. I got employee vehicles, folks who are getting their stuff just sold to them. Obviously, mostly not non-Teslas here. It's really cold here, so more doors are closed than usual. And this is the front of the dealership here, as you can see. We are in the zone. Still have cars that are now sitting on the lawn still, thank you, as you can see. And I'm not going to go down there because things are kind of jammed. So if you look at our show from last week and then you look at this show, as you may have noticed, we're actually showing off a lot more vehicles have sort of disappeared. Now, let me pick a spot to stop at here across the street so we don't get busted by the folks at Tesla for driving by. So, I don't know. Let me pull over here so we can do a little assessment of what we saw, and then we can kind of roll from there. So as you can see, that's the Tesla facility. As I said, this side of the facility, as you know, this is where all of the repair vehicles hang out. before, after, during, and then obviously they're picked up by the customers once they're fully ready to go. Interesting. I want to say the older vehicles tend to have more blues. Now we're seeing a lot of black Model Ys and white Model Ys, but not as many multicolor. As you know, we're also in the zone now where we actually have, the option to have your vehicle wrapped. But for now, it's being restricted to Southern California. So I think that would add more time, but we're expecting to see some new Tesla colors from that process. Next, I'd have to say that overall, having done this process, I would say we've done it about 50 times, a channel check. My review today is that I think we're doing well. I thought we were at 100% capacity a week ago at this time, particularly I think we did Thursday. Now I would say we're currently down to something in the, let's call it, one of our storage facilities was full, the other one was half full, and then we have cars outside, but not huge numbers. I would argue we're now at about 45% of storage capacity for new vehicles right now, which is actually really good. I didn't really have any expectations. I thought we'd take a look at what it was, and that way we can start to get a feel for, well, how are sales going for Tesla? Yes, Tesla is selling vehicles. Another few things to note are Tesla has, I want to say, excuse me, a 60-40 situation going. 60% orders, 40% production delivered with most common features without having been ordered. So I would say that we're a touch heavy, about 10% more vehicles than I expected to see that are in storage. One of the storage facilities is completely full and blocked by others. The other facility was under half full. A lot of cars have been moved, particularly during the weekend, as we discussed. Other observations I could make here right now are it's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Again, most of the sales will happen over the weekend. We're heading into the Christmas weekend, so I expect more vehicles to disappear. I actually thought that by today, and it looks like it's by tomorrow, we would see shipments that arrive in Birmingham and arrive by truck once they arrive in Birmingham. So it smells like what's happening is we'll get at 10 vehicles per truck, another 2, 3, 4 trucks coming in on Thursday into Friday that allow us to sort of fill up, to sort of meet numbers at the end of the quarter. After what I saw last week, I was not optimistic. I thought that there might be a lot of cars sitting because other manufacturers are not selling well right now. And obviously Tesla is selling, I would say, if I were to give 1 to 100 scale of how the company's doing, based on what I just saw, I would say that we are, over 90 would be bare bones, no cars available for sale. Horrible would be the place is full, we don't need any new cars, or there's no space to take in anything new. And so my take on things right now is that as I look through what I've seen, I would say that my gut is saying we're getting like a B minus B in terms of moving inventory, but when other people are doing CDFs, I think Tesla's doing great compared to what competitors look like. One other thing I want to bring up today is that I actually thought that there were 2 primary variables that are affecting slowing of sales. Number one, the fact that the charging facilities have been horrible for non-Tesla vehicles. Number 2, people going to facilities and finding them full, so you can't charge. A third variable I just learned about is you could have a charging facility that's not online. None of these do Tesla buyers tend to have. So I just wanted to highlight the fact that I can really see why consumers are reticent to get with electric vehicles right now because of what the drama that's going on at these facilities. At any rate, I think that's about it for now. I'm finishing up with just another quick look back at our Tesla facility as a car was going by into the service bay. Overall, I would say that things aren't fantastic at the channel check zone, but I would say that a B minus ain't bad when everybody's doing horrible. So go Tesla. May the numbers be decent, even if they're not extremely strong for the quarter. As usual, don't forget your 25 leg lifts per leg. Also want to encourage you to not go to bed within 2 hours of eating, preferably 4 hours, so the food can completely digest before you go to bed. Any rate, this is Greg for Teslafaninsight. Au revoir, tschüss, lehitro, choda hafez, zdravствуйте, ni hao ma, konbanwa, hey do. Still don't have my Korean language down, but there's hope. Any rate, thanks again for joining us. Have a great day. And this is our ending for the day in our channel check.